Is Greg Norman going to be involved moving forward, in your thoughts?
I don't think there's any way that we see Greg Norman involved in this. I just cannot see any way that Jay Monahan, the PGA Tour, and all the things that have transpired over the years. We're going back 3 decades, Dan. You know this, with Greg Norman fighting with the PGA Tour. I cannot see how Greg Norman has any type of say in what takes place moving forward.
But he's largely responsible for golf being where it is today.
He and Phil Mickelson may come out smelling like roses in this. Now we have to wait and see how it all plays out, Dan. But for sure, if this all comes together and if the live guys who took the money are able to come back, however they're able to come back, Dan, whether it's a big fine, whether it's suspension, whether it's both, whether they even want to come back and play PGA Tour golf. If that does come to fruition and they can play in the major championships and the President's Cup and the Ryder Cup, for sure, Greg Norman will somehow come out of this smelling like a rose, which is pretty remarkable.
Well, it feels like maybe as they move forward, if it's true that Greg Norman said we're not doing away with the live
Right.
format, that maybe there's more events where there's teams that are playing in events, but it's still 54 holes. And
Yeah.
I just don't know how that works moving forward if they want to just save face to say, oh, this is golf, but louder. And, come on over and realize how much fun we're having here. And you need to have more fun on the PGA Tour.
Dan, I don't see any way that underneath the PGA Tour umbrella, I don't see any way 54 holes, shotgun start, music blaring, guys in shorts is going to take place. They certainly will not happen head to head against the PGA Tour events, which there are seemingly every week. And I'm talking beginning in 25. I think in 24, I think what Greg said yesterday or the day before about things going to be moving forward, no change here. I think in 24, I think that it's kind of late in the year for that to completely blow up. But I do think in 25, there's no way, Dan. I mean, you and I have known each other forever. And we also are massive sports fans, golf fans, and we understand the inner workings of how the PGA Tour works. It's a tradition-based sport. You're not moving the rim up to 11 feet just because these guys are coming into the NBA more athletic and bigger size. I mean, you're not going to do things in sports that are going to completely alter the tradition of the game. And to me, the PGA Tour, you have to have some of those traditions. And I just don't see how the live model will exist here moving forward in a couple of years.